So yeah, there are a few ways to end this. Kind of like a really bad way, a really good way, or a good-ish, bad-ish way.
Put that down, will you?
This is my home. Ah! I like that. Hard work is happy work. No, work is work. Look at him. We see him. Also, fuck you, overseer. Nice. I bet the tunnel snakes did that. I always did like the tunnel snakes. Oh, I swear I've still got their jacket. I should have took it with me. It's like I still got it. How can I be in the tunnel snakes yet? I mean, sure, I know I've got power armor, but I still want to be in the tunnel snakes. Oh, this is where we had our birthday. You remember that? Oh, I do, Ellen. Damn it, Ellen. I have a shish kebab. Yeah, everyone hates me. But yeah, you remember this here? Remember when we were just little? And we got our baseball cap? God, still such a long time ago. Reactor. We got our BB gun down there.
Amada's up there. In the clinic with the rest of them. I'd take you closer, but they don't get along with security.
Alright then. It's the most civilized vault I've seen in forever.
Damn. Look who's come waltzing back into the vault.
Are you wearing eyeliner?
It takes some real balls coming back here after everything you and your dad screwed up.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
But if you've got to be back, might as well make yourself useful. You gotta help us.
See, freaking first thing you say to me is that I don't belong here and that we screwed everything up, and then you ask for my help? Oh, Butch. Seriously, man, why are you wearing eyeliner? What the hell?
What sort of help do you think I mean? You must have heard about the changes since you left, right?
Do you see this assault rifle on my back?
The lies, the whole overseer lockdown thing? Ringing any bells? Man, they'd have rushed in here long ago if they didn't know I stole one of their guns from when they issued martial law. Anyway, you gotta help us get out of here. You gotta help me get out of here.
Christ, he really wants my help, even though he made my childhood a living hell. Ooh. I'll help the entire vault, Butch. Okay?
Man, screw the entire vault. What about me? Even these rebels just want the option to go outside for lousy trading and stuff. I just want to get the hell out of here for good.
Oh, I
Why
appreciate
stay
that.
here and be stuck as a barber for my entire life when I could go out there and make my own choices?
A barber. A barber. What do you do, Butch? What's your occupation again?
The damn goat said I'm supposed to be a hairdresser, but that ain't me. I'm a barber. You got that? There's a difference.
Can you give me a haircut? He will. He will actually give you a haircut. That's kind of cool. Why should I help them? Butch ain't that bad of a guy. Once you slap some sense into him. What happened that night?
I heard old Stanley complaining a lot of the stuff down in the reactor got fried pretty bad. Nothing too bad, yet. But he's always worrying we'll lose air filtration or whatever. Of course, if that happened, guess we'd all have to leave the vault then, huh?
Yeah, that's true. That's yeah. See, that's your hint to one of the. That's the bad ending, as the quote unquote for bad karma. You can sabotage the vault so air filtration gets lost, and then everybody has to leave. Which is a very, very bad ending because of what happens at the end. At least if you say that. Never mind. What do you think you're going to do on the outside?
I'll start a gang, of course. Why, it'll be the toughest, coolest, badassest gang the Wasteland's ever seen. Hey, play your cards right, maybe I'll even let you join it, huh?
I'm nearly a member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Do you reckon you can be cooler than the Brotherhood of Steel? I'm already in the tunnel section. She gave me the jacket and everything, remember? Come on, man. You have no idea how many gangs of idiot raiders there are out there. I bet you're more at shout before you make it one day out there. With that tiny little knife he's got in his hand that we can't see. Well, yeah. Switchblades. So stupid.
Well, they ain't seen nothing like me
Do
yet. Butcher's gonna take that wasteland by storm.
Do you reckon you can behead a bunch of people? You're gonna have to get used to that. And shooting a lot of people. Somehow a 10mm pistol will take someone's head clean off. You reckon you can do that? Give me a haircut. Good night.
Catch you later. Maybe.
I look cooler than you. Meh. Actually, no, I don't. God, I look... I'm tempted to just walk around in my freaking underwear. I just can't help... Oh, I'm putting my freaking helmet back on. I can't help it. That's better. It's just looking at me with my tiny little head in this massive suit. It just looks ridiculous. Hey!
Oh my god, you're back!
Amara!
You got my message and actually came back!
How do you recognise it's me when I've got this big ass helmet on? Hurry up, I got lots of stuff to do. That's addicting. I came as soon as I heard you're in trouble, you know? Because I love you, man. I love you, Amara.
Oh, thank you! Everything's gone crazy since you left.
She's wearing
and now
more
that you're
eyeliner.
back, you can help set things straight.
I should have put my light on. I can't see you in very good lighting. You saved my life, but then Amara, the least I can do is up here now. I may have left, but there and still was where I grew up. I can't live it in chaos. Let's not be too hasty. I need to know more before I make any decisions. Well, let's be nice, cause I've always liked Amara.
I just wish we could have saved more people. Jonas and the Hannons and so many others died that night. It was bad enough they died because my father was trying to keep the door closed. But then, I found out it was all to protect a lie.
Durr?
I found out the vault wasn't always closed. They've lied to us about it for our entire lives.
Mother fudgers. That's what I like, is that how they keep on saying that night. When, in fact, it wasn't night, was it? Because when we left that quote-unquote night, it was daytime outside. So maybe they've even been told it's the wrong time. It's like, Christ, what else have they lied about down here? How did you find that out? When I was a kid, I knew I had already said... Wait, what were we talking about? Sorry, Mother, I blanked.
After that night, I heard Wally's father say we should never have taken you or your dad into the vault. I found out the vault used to be open, but for some reason, they closed it off when we were babies and swore to hide that it had ever happened. But keeping that lie meant Jonas's death. And even though we know the truth, the Overseer still won't let us make our own decisions.
The fire needs to stop. Why don't you just leave? It's not that difficult, especially now. True, you could freaking just waltz out of here, just open the door and go and try and make something of yourself, you know? I bet you're still only level 1. I hear someone here been hoping to go outside. That's pretty crazy too. Actually, this is my dad's fault for leaving. He started this whole mess. Yeah, it's gone
You're
pretty crazy.
absolutely right. It's not like we want to abandon the vault or anything. Well, Butch does, but he's too big a coward to go out on his own.
True, true.
Most of us had accepted that the outside was certain death, and things would always stay the same down here. But now we know they don't have to be. After all, it was enough to get you and your dad to leave, so there must be something good out there.
Well, there's a lot of power armor, guns and ammo. Salisbury steak. Tastes quite nice. Why is the overseer doing this? Actually, it's just occurred to me, you can actually get Butch as a companion. I'm not sure how good he is, though. Why is the overseer doing this? I have a solution for Vault's troubles. What happened that night? Tell me your story, Amata.
The real problems came after you two left. The injured had nobody to turn to since our doctor had run off and his assistant had died.
That's true.
Now, we've got to rely on that old Mr. Handy for most of our medical needs.
Oh, no
He
way.
hasn't exactly got the best bedside manner. Ever had an examination
See that
from
blood
someone
splat
with
on the
cold,
window back
metal
there?
pincers? You don't want to.
Why is he doing this? Because he's gone mad, of course.
I just don't know. Maybe he thinks he's protecting us, but all he's really doing is condemning us.
Condemning
I
us.
thought parents were supposed to want a better world for their children. Well, there's a new world waiting right outside that door. And we're not going to give up until we can reach it.
No solution. Why don't I just leave? The more I hear, the less I want to be involved. I'm leaving forever. Christ.
I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this.
So I'll stop your father and his guards. Just watch. I mean, you can kill the Overseer, but like if you killed him at the beginning, it's like, oh, what was it that happened? I can't quite remember, but I swear you can still come back even if, like at the start of the game, you killed the Overseer. I think you can come back and still do this. I think. I'm not sure. I think somebody else may. I don't know. Because I tend not to kill him because then I might get sad. I need to understand the dangers outside and I should stay here. Actually, I think about some more. I'll stop your father and his guards.
You will?
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that. No matter what I say, he just doesn't listen.
I just
He
realised
spends
she looks
all
a
day
fair
up in
bit
his
like Moira
office.
Brown.
But you've actually been outside, so you can tell him what it's like with first-hand experience. Just, please don't do anything rash or hurt him, alright?
You know violence is my style. So I'm not promising anything. He'll be stopped one way or another. Don't hurt him. Hey Chris, he's trying to kill you. I still owe him a lot for that night. Don't expect to see him again. I'll just convince her that violence isn't my style.
I should have remembered. I was just worried. I don't know, maybe your time outside had changed you. Thanks. And good luck talking to him. Let me know when you change his mind.
You know, it's definitely not
to
like
see
my
you.
time outside had changed me. I mean, take a look at me! I haven't changed at all with my Chinese assault rifle
to
and
see you
epic
again.
power arm. How do you recognize me? Shining light. Oh, Amada, I ain't seen you in so
I
long.
never thought you'd be back.
Quite well developed. Yeah. Let's take a look in the medical place, shall we?
I never thought you'd be
Oh
back.
my.
How may I serve you, master?
Alright, Andy. I'm gonna ask one time. What the freak, man? What the freak? Well, that didn't go well, did it?
Hello.
One thing I need, though. Dun dun dun. I don't suppose you remember this from forever ago, assuming that I actually showed it off. But I'm gonna finally unlock it to see what secrets lie inside. Motherfucker! Go. Ooh, bunch of bottle caps. Home sweet home. And schematics for a rocket launcher. That's pretty damn good. Now, home sweet home is a note of very much importance. Home sweet homes.
Well, here we are, nestled all safe and snug inside Vault 101. It's so cold down here. Colder still with Catherine gone. Oh, Catherine, I so wish you were here with me. How the hell am I supposed to do this by myself? Live down in this hole. Take care of our child. But this is our life now. So I guess I'd better get used to it. The overseer who runs the place is an overbearing bully.
Man, I sure
I've
wish we
dealt
could
with
blow
worse.
this joint.
And that was the... who's that? Stanley. That was the first message our father ever recorded when he took us into Vault 101. So yeah, we weren't always in Vault 101. I'm pretty sure this is the way to the overseer's office. The atrium and the upper levels. Okay, if I'm going to talk to him and try and get good speech chances, I best take off my helmet. And probably take some mentats, question mark? Do they help with... No, it's F5. I forgot if mentats actually help with speech. I love that noise. Yeah, it does. God, look at all them things. It's 64. What is that? Is that because of impartial? Whatever. 64, 65. That's a really good speech. Hello.
Well, I see you've returned. Done with the dust and ruins of the wasteland, are you? Given up looking for Daddy? Thought you could just slink back in like a teen missing curfew? Well, that's too bad. You have no future in this vault. You're tainted.
I'm tainted. I've seen stuff you wouldn't believe. Yeah, the crazy bastard who murdered Jonas. None of the vault has much of a future. And left the evil better. Yeah, I'll try and you're dead. And then you can just pull out your gun and literally just shoot him. I'll try and convince him that I'm not just going to be somebody that doesn't know what he's really talking about.
Really? And here I had expected you to be full of bullets and bravado, but short on brains. Perhaps you've grown up since you left our vault. I regret the unfortunate events of that night, but I'm afraid that once your father left us, they were unavoidable. The sad truth is that his actions presented a real and direct threat to the future success of our vault, and so, regrettably, they had to be opposed.
Well, don't try to justify your murders and lies. What do you mean by the vault's future success? Yeah, what do you mean by future success?
Aha, you're paying attention. Good for you.
Yeah, I can pay attention.
These vaults were designed to be safe havens for humanity, you see. But more than that, they were designed to test and protect us. And none more so than our Vault 101. We are to be a pure and protected breed of humans, never tainted by the ravages of the war above.
So he's talking about pure, we're the only pure ones, and yeah, this is just getting stupid. I think you got a good point, but things still need to change down here. I have no idea Vault 101 was so important. I just thought it was a fancy bunker. The vault doesn't have to be isolated in order to keep its residents safe. That's true. I mean, take a look at me. I've been out there for ages, and I'm a perfectly rounded individual.
And what makes you so certain about that? I can't imagine you're still so naive after spending time in that hell outside.
It's not that bad, you know.
None of them know what the outside is like, and most of them would die out there. Then the rest of us inside would eventually die out too. I won't risk all of our lives just for a few people's passing fancy of taking a wasteland vacation. I hope you can understand that.
I understand what is going on about here. You do actually... That's the thing that I feel bad about. I could, like, get the good ending to this quest, like, right now. With a one speech chance. I feel bad, though, because... I just don't know a whole lot. Basically, the story so far, for those that are still curious, the rebels want to get outside because they want to follow what me and Father did about leaving, because they thought that they want to see what the outside is like. They don't want to be cooped up in here until they die. But the overseers are like, no, you're not allowed to go outside because it's too dangerous out there. But they just think he's going mad with power, which he kind of is, because he's using some extreme forms of oppression. But he kind of has a good point. But there are ways that we can get this all right. Well, let's just talk about why they are rebelling.
I just don't know. Don't they realize how dangerous it is out there? But instead they would throw away the safety of the vault's isolation just to follow in your footsteps.
See?
I can't allow them to do that to themselves or to the rest of us.
I believe I have the solution. Let me leave and I'll never come back. God, why is that always something that I'm allowed to say? I believe I have the solution to the vault's problems.
To fix what you started? Go ahead and humor me.
But stop the rebels, just let me have a word with them. See, I'm pretty sure you can either sabotage the vault to force everyone to leave. You can make the rebels stop rebelling and basically just kind of live how they always have. Or one other thing that I'm actually going to try and get to just because I really like that ending. You need to open the vault. I still owe you for Jonas. Now shut up and die, you son of a bitch. You need to open the vault, but he's gonna patronize me.
Oh, do you? What makes you think you know how better to protect this vault?
You simply don't have enough people to stay down here isolated forever. That's true. But this is probably going to fail. It's a 50-50%.
We can
Bastard.
make more. That's what humanity does.
Shut up. Yeah, I know I've got to load it, but you remember how this goes. Actually, do the methods? No, they don't. What is it that actually increases my speech? I swear something does. Oh, whatever. I really should use that. Sneak increased, even though it's already at 100.
Well,
Hello. Yes, yes, the evil banter. Remember this future success. Isolated. I believe I have the solution. The rebels are right.
I admit
Yes!
that in the 200 years since the war, our numbers have dwindled a little. But we have enough genetic diversity for a few more generations. My God, you're right. We won't last another 100 years, whether or not we get supplies from the outside. We're the last bastion of pure humanity, and we're doomed.
Kind of a bad thing, isn't it? Humanity isn't about pure genetics. It's just about never giving up hope, even now. The only mission your vault ever had was keeping its residents alive. Actually, I suppose it's true. Humans are very, very tenacious.
I wish I could share your optimism, but I suppose you have a point in your blathering way. My way won't save our vault's mission, but if I let them contact the outside world, I might be able to save its inhabitants. But I'm not the one to lead them in that. I'm stepping down as overseer. I'll tell Amata that I can think of no more appropriate leader than she.
That's true. Now please don't tell me I'm good. Ah, sweet. Still neutral. And sadly enough, as quick as it's come, I think I'm already going to end this quest. I feel kind of bad, but this is how I always do it, and I can't really remember any other way. What the hell's that over there? It's a chair. Well, I couldn't think of anybody else that's quite as good. Remember this? We came up here, we beat some people with a baseball bat, remember? What was it? Did you go this way? God damn it, you're a fast runner. Surely it's not something to do with them wearing this big ass freaking power armor. We just gotta go back to Amata. Let's go! The Overseer.
Why won't you just leave us alone? You've done enough damage.
I have grenades. Do you want a grenade in your mouth with the pin freaking pulled out? God, you freaking fast runner.
Listen closely.
Hello.
After a discussion with your friend, I've made an important decision. In my attempts to keep us all safe, I have been, perhaps, overzealous. Lives have been lost. But perhaps, worse than that,
Boing.
lives have been stopped. And in my attempts to keep you safe, I have kept you from growing up. I know I have made these mistakes, and I would make them again if I had to do so. That is why I cannot remain your overseer.
Father!
Father!
Amata, I appoint you overseer in my place. You've proven you have what it takes to make hard choices for the good of the vaults. I'm just sorry I didn't understand that earlier. Consider it one of many mistakes I've made.
Thank you, Father.
Excuse
I'll
me.
do my best to keep us all safe, inside the vault and beyond.
You're welcome, my dear.
Sweet.
And now, if you'll excuse me, I feel quite worn down. We'll deal with the details soon, in private. Until then, I'm sure there are people waiting to congratulate you.
It's good to see you again.
Why won't you just leave us alone? You've done enough damage!
My goodness! Well, I thought is how he's still called the
Good to
Overseer.
see you again.
You did it!